hopefully. Started! Okay! I have done a fashion designing course. Hey yo, came to guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be all about transforming and DIY. So yes, this video is very similar to something that we did last year. I am going to transform my mom's sari into something really interesting, hopefully. So last year I did something like I made sharara pants and crop top, which I was able to use in different ways. So this time we have this pretty sari that I stole from my mom's wardrobe, and I think I can make something really interesting out of this. So let's see. And this is a very old sari. I'm sure I'll make it something really new, and I really like the color and the print. I'm hoping ये सारी waste ना जाए, मैं कुछ तो अच्छा बना ही लूँ, वरना गालियाँ पड़ सकती है. And it's all the festivities and I'm really in the mood to do something fun and interesting. So let's just get into it and let's see how we gonna transform this sari into something really good. So these are all the stuff that I'll be using today. This is starting from the machine, obviously. Then we have the sari and we have this extra fabric just in case we need the lining. Then we have a scissor, threads, zip, measuring tape, and this is for the reference. So let's quickly start. Okay, so we start by cutting the sari into the parts. So I have done a fashion designing course and I can go in detail and do the thing, but I want this to be a very quick jugadu outfit. So I'm just gonna take a band that I have which fits me well, and I'm gonna take the reference of that band and cut this in that particular style and shape, and then in the stitching I will figure it out. हाँ वाला मैंने किया है stitching properly, so please don't judge. I mean, I can do proper stitching as well, but we want this video to be very quick and nice. So we are gonna cut 4 bottoms, which is 2 fronts, 2 back, and for that I'm gonna use this particular pants pattern. So let me just place the band and see how it's looking. Then I can take a call accordingly, because ये एक ही, this is the pallu, so ये एक ही side पे ये जो particular design आपको दिख रही है वो है. As you guys can see, this is a sheer sort of fabric, so that is why we took a lining. Now see, whenever we cut this thing, we leave an ease and all. ठीक है, so that is why I was saying कि यहाँ पे दोनों नहीं आएगा. So front आ सकता है. For the back we'll have to choose the more upper part. So we're gonna cut 2 fronts, and for that I'm gonna be folding the fabric so that we are getting 2 pieces at one go. Okay, so I'm just tracing इसका roughly, very roughly. And if you guys notice, I have turned the fabric ulta, so you don't get the like there are no chances of getting the tracings on the front side. So I'm following the same length as much as this pant has. So अभी हमने इसका पूरा tracing कर दिया है. It is a very rough tracing. And now while I cut the pieces, okay, I am gonna cut it with like almost like 1 inch का ease, so that stitching में कुछ भी हो या अगर final stitch भी कर लिया and then we don't have the space, so we will get the space. We are leaving an inch of a gap, as I said, just in case for the safety. This is the main part because this is a crotch, so you guys can see मैंने ये ऐसा extra curve लिया है because we never know how a crotch can fit, so I've taken like more extra in a crotch. Okay, so we are done with our pants ka front back dono, in the lining and in the main fabric as well. So now for the jacket, again I'm taking reference of the same pants ka jacket. Now what I'll do is I'll keep the length a little longer, maybe after wearing it or something like that if I don't like. So I'm gonna keep it longer, and yeah, I mean thoda isko modify hoga. I might keep it like a straight jacket with a tie up or something like that. I'm keeping it very open, and let's see. So let's just cut out the front parts, the back parts, and the sleeves in both the things, and then let's quickly get started. Okay, so you guys can see मैंने वापस वही तरीके से fold किया हुआ है. I have made it front on front. अंदर it's the right side. I mean the right on way. Right side is inside and ये wrong है. So यहाँ पे we will place the do the cutting of back here and let's see if the front comes out यहाँ से well and good. If it doesn't, we'll have to do it somewhere else. So let's start with the back. Now what I'm gonna do is since this is like a jacket and I need the proper cutting of this, so I'm just gonna fold it into half and then I mean this is all on assume karke. So this is how. Now as I said, I'm keeping the length a little longer. I'll join the dots then and then I'm just gonna elongate it a little more. Since back की neckline ज़्यादा deep होती नहीं है, so I'm just gonna remove this now. I got the armhole and the shoulder. I'm gonna take a little sleeve. That's it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is our back. Now why I took it on this fold side of the sari, because we get that when you open it, you get that दोनों sides ही you'll get that thing. Okay, now let me see if I can fit in front over here. I think I can. We are able to well and good and ये border भी आ जाएगी. You guys can see the border. So ये border भी यहाँ पे आ जाएगी, which is good in a way. Since हम एकदम detail में जाके नहीं कर रहे हैं, so I'm taking, if you guys notice while cutting and all, I'm taking all of the extra parts so that you know while stitching you don't really get to struggle. When you fold the fabric and when you do the cutting that way, I feel you don't waste much fabric and you know waste much space. So just यहाँ पे front आ गया, यहाँ पे back आ गया, खत्म. We have enough fabric to get the sleeves out and to get the stuff out. Got the jacket का front and back. Now the last part to cut is the sleeves. So for the sleeves you always need like a dome sort of shape on the top. So मैं सिर्फ इसका length ले रही हूँ, फिर मैं जो वो dome shape है मैं अपने हिसाब से लूँगी. So again we have folded the fabric in two parts so that we get both the sleeves at one time, and we're just gonna place this to get the one side of the sleeve and then we'll just replicate it on the other side. It is gonna be very simple, मतलब इतना दिक्कत नहीं होगा. को मैं ऐसे flip कर रही हूँ that we get markings for both the sides. I mean the whole sleeve, like you know ये ऐसा होता है ना पूरा. So ये पूरा मिल जाएगा. I know you guys can't see it, but I have got that proper sleeve, so I'm just going to quickly cut it and get the stitching started. Okay, back of the pants, front of the pants, back of the jacket, front of the jacket and sleeves. Let's quickly get this started. So I'm like using this after a very long time and it's like my small baby. I have already put in the black thread and नीचे भी डाल दिया है. I'm gonna start with the bottom first because I think it's just more a little complicated. So I will go with the bottom first and then we will do the jacket. So let's get started. So we first start with the main fabric. Okay, we'll keep the lining aside and we will do front, back, front, back. Okay, first I'm gonna do the little darts that I have made. They're gonna be very quick because थोड़े darts चाहिए रहते हैं when you're making a pant. So I have roughly made 2 darts in front and in the back both. That's the dart. Back का dart थोड़ा लंबा होता है, so I've kept it लंबा. I mean because of the curve that we have. Now we go with the sides quickly. जो इसका side है और इसका side है, we are gonna stitch it with one another. I'm hoping you guys are with me when I say that I'm going front and back together and then again front and back together. जो side में होती है उसको side seam बोलते हैं. So that's what I'm stitching right now. So the side seam is done. Now I'm going to do the inseam. Inseam is basically this side, the inner side. I'm not going to do the crotch abhi. I'm going to leave the crotch just like that. Okay, so we are like almost finally done. Are you guys ready to see me in the final look? I'm very excited. I don't know how it's gonna look together. I've not yet tried, but let's see.